Hey there, Aries. Thank you so much for tuning in again. We're going to go ahead and get started with your weekly Wednesday tarot reading for the 14th to the 20th of August, 2025. Let's see what's coming up for you guys during this week. We're going to start right on off with the oracle messages. Like I said, thank you guys for being here, and let's see what's coming up for you. All right. So, first up for you, Aries, you do have the power card here. All right. So, I mean, you guys are probably coming off of that Lionsgate energy from last week. So the power card is all about just reclaiming your power, or realizing how much power you have in the first place to influence your experience. Like, Aries, are you really showing up for yourself? Are you really doing your due diligence? Are you really knocking it out of the park right now? Because it looks like it. Okay. And if you haven't been, like, you still have, like, there's still residual energy from the cosmos and just innately born within yourself. Like, you can decide to take your experiences and mold them how you like. It's just the way that you see things. It's perspective. Okay. You also have the storm here on the bottom of the quiet storm is what I'm getting from this. Okay, like, you don't have to tell anybody. It doesn't have to be for anybody's benefit but you. But Aries, subconsciously here, it's like a storm is like, you have the utmost power to manifest exactly how and what you want. Like, people don't know how much power a storm has. It can topple the devastation. You can use that power to do ultimately whatever you want to do. Okay. It's like the silver crystal in Sailor Moon. It's like the Dragon Balls and Dragon Ball Z. I'm making these references because I am who I am, and this is anime month. Okay, so Aries, like, you don't realize how much power you have innately within you. That the storm is the subconscious card, and the obvious card is the power. Like, do I have to repeat that again, Aries? Like, the world is your oyster. I keep trying to tell y'all that. All right. So anyway, who's it? I hope you feel the innate ability within you. It's just your perspective. It's just how you decide to take the reins of your life. Literally, your choices, your decisions. You can choose to be powerful. You can choose to be confident. You can choose to receive whatever it is that you want to receive, Aries. All right, like, nothing has power over you that you do not allow it to have. All right, that might be the title of this without me even going real deep into this. But let's see, Aries, we're gonna go into the tarot to see what else comes up for you. So let's see. It's funny, like, this deck that I'm about to use, this is actually not an anime deck, but it's in my hand right now, so it was meant to be. So let's see what comes up for you, Aries, for the week of the 14th of August to the 20th, 2025. For my Aries collective, please. All right, so we're going to do your challenge for this week. What can help you with that challenge? Past, present, potential outcome, as well as advice. On the bottom of the deck, you do have the Queen of Swords, okay? So subconsciously, you're going to have to set boundaries for yourself. You're going to have to ask yourself what it is on a divine feminine level, what it is that you will allow to go in and out of your energy authentically. Being honest with yourself, making decisions about what you want your energy to exude, portray, what actions you're going to take, or what are the thoughts, what are the clear thoughts that you're going to, or decisions that you're going to decide to make that will beget the actions that come for them. So subconsciously, you're wanting to get real clear and real serious with yourself because, again, you have all the power. So what are you allowing to be in your energy, in your experience? Okay, how is, like, you're wanting to take the reins, Aries. That's why so much of this is coming out. It's giving a war hero, but not in a aggressive way. It's giving more, instead of Aries, like the god Aries, or Mars. It's giving Athena, like the tactician, like, still winning the wars, but from a different perspective, from a more divine feminine perspective instead of masculine. All right. You have the Four of Coins here in reverse for the challenge. So for some of you Aries, it's literally about confidence. Like, can I really do that? Can I really rule the world? Like, yeah. If you decide to, yeah. So a lot of it, Aries, is you having a dream or having an aspiration, but you're like, is that like, you're questioning your own greatness. Why are we doing that? It's having trouble being confident enough to even allow certain thoughts to exist. But conversely, you're allowing the negative thoughts to exist, like the contrasting thoughts, and it's like, nah, like, why is that other thing possible but greatness for you is not? What can help you with that is the Four of Swords. When you're thinking of something, or when you're contemplating whether or not something is possible for you, why don't you just cut that out and go ahead and do it? Go ahead and take that action. Like, it's time to stop pondering whether or not something is available to you or possible in the first place. It's only possible if you get up and stop being in your head and you actually take the steps to doing it. The time to plan, or the time it's like you're clear on what you want. You think about this all the time. You've thought about it enough. Go do something about it, and see your ability to not force it to happen, but do your due diligence, do what you need to do on your end to allow it to come to you. It's basically planting the seed, putting in the groundwork so that you basically have built a road to come to you, for that thing to come to you. So Two of Swords is representing your past energy here, you making a decision. Again, there's a lot of like getting clear on what you want, Aries. Like, I don't know if it's just, I don't know what else is in your chart. If you have dreamy energy like me, I have a Pisces moon. Comment below if you have like a water moon in some type of way. So we have this dreamy energy sometimes, and it's hard for us to make decisions, or maybe we make decisions later on in life that we feel more confident about. So for some of you Aries, in the past, you were like at this crossroads, you're like this or that, or you might have been confused in some type of way. It might have taken you longer than you would have liked it to make certain decisions, because you just there's overthinking that comes into play. Life be life, and understandable. But in the past, it's like you were there, not necessarily sure if you made a choice. It is feeling like you made a choice, but we're going to clarify that later. But at the end of the day, you were in between two roads, Right now, you have the Eight of Swords here. So the Eight of Swords is about being trapped, being stagnant. Some of it is because you're in your head so much, you're still trying to contemplate, like, if you feel ready enough to move forward, or, these are self-inflicted, okay? This is like if you take this specific person, right? They're in like this, it's not the card, okay, the card's being mean, okay? Because this is a donkey pelt, and donkeys basically represent fools. It's like, why are you're literally the one holding yourself back, So anyway, this person is wearing a donkey pelt, and these swords were put here either by the person, or they let somebody else pin the donkey pelt down. But even in this state, okay, they look like they're trapped, but are they really? There's not, like, they can slide out from under that and be free. You can always get out. You can always decide to take action or do something different, or to not be stagnated by the overthinking that happens in your mind, Aries. Like, you don't have to do this, but right now, this is what, like, you're the only one holding yourself back from whatever it is, all right? So at the end of the day, of course, you have the Magician card here. So the Magician is all about, again, taking the reins, realizing the power within that you have, the storm, that's how much, it's not necessarily that you will be a storm. You can be, you could take the world by storm and all of those things. But at the same time, this is more of, you have innately enough as massive of a power within you as a storm. It can be compared to a storm, how much influence you have over your experience. At the end of the day, once you decide to use that to be that which you dream about, there, like, it will fall into place. So all you have to do is essentially decide and put up those boundaries, take action, like do what you need to do. At the end of the day, the advice here is to stop thinking that your dreams are unattainable, to stop putting yourself in that situation, because it's not true. It's only true if that's what you allow, if that's what you tell yourself. But the advice is to look at this and really, like, throw it in the garbage, like the uncertainty, the doubt, like, nah, it's not for you, Aries. All right. So we're going to go ahead and clarify these messages, seeing what else that we can get from them. Aries, if you would like a personal tarot reading from me, that link is in the description down below. Okay, so you can book a personal reading with me. Also, if you would like to use the same manifestation tools that I use, you can click on that Saya Elixirs link down there as well. You can get 17% off of your purchase on me. So both of those links are in the description down below. Saya Elixirs are intention oils that I use for money, sharpening my intuition. There's a whole slew of them, a whole array of them. I'm pretty sure that you've seen the shorts on this page as well, or on other platforms, but those are what are available in the description down below. So without further ado, let's see your clarifications for the 14th of August to the 20th of August, 2025. For my Aries collective, please. Let's go. All right, Aries. So on the bottom of the deck, clarifying that Queen of Swords, you do have the Hierophant here. Okay, so this is basically, yes, you getting clear, you setting the bound, you beginning a new routine for yourself. Okay, and it starts mentally. What you routinely think of, what you give the most attention to, is what manifests. Period. That's just how energy works. Okay, your thoughts are like a radio signal and antennas for you to tell the universe, beep beep beep, like, this is what this is what I want. This is, the energy that I'm holding on to. This is the loudest energy. Depending on, like, you can say also that, you want $1 million, this, that, and a third, but it's also your state of being. Like, you can say that, but do you really believe it? Like, you cannot lie to yourself or the universe. So it's like that energy that you keep giving off, that is what finds you. All right, Aries. So on a subconscious level, think about what it is, or consciously rather, think about what it is that you're not so clear on, or what routines that you need to make innate, so that they can start to permeate into you and fall into the subconscious, where you're, you stand by your boundaries more. You're more authentic in the way that you communicate with yourself. You're more trusting of yourself, like all of these things, so that it's more on a just automatic, Your challenge here has to do with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So you do have the Judgment card here, as well as the Star. The Star came out for you in reverse again. So this is your challenge. Again, it's not feeling so confident in your dreams, not thinking that they're necessarily powerful enough, or that you're not powerful enough to attain what it is that you're wanting and needing to attain. It's second guessing yourself. Like I said, is this possible? Like, I'm only me. What do you mean you're only you? You are all powerful. That's what the Oracle said from jump. It's like, whether or not you believe that is the catalyst. That's the thing, Four of Swords is here in reverse, represented by the Ace of Pentacles as well as the Chariot. Okay, so what can help you with this is that realizing, if you don't take action, if you don't do something different than what you have been doing thus far, you won't be able to move forward, and it'll be a missed opportunity. If you knew that it had no choice but to work out, and the only thing in the way was the fact that you didn't take action, like, wouldn't you want to start to do something? Catalyst moment, you know? Past energy is represented by the Two of Swords here. You got the Four of Swords coming out for you again, but upright, as well as the Tower card here. So in the past, it's like, it does feel like you made a decision, Aries, because the four, or you were trying to make a decision, because the Four of Swords is here up for you again, and it is upright now. So this is like a lot of thinking, a lot of in your head once again, thinking that something needed to change. You were needing to choose something differently, or I don't know if the thought process got to that point necessarily, because you might have been forced to do something different. You might have, like, yeah, this is forcing you to get out of the just thought process of it, the whole just in your head situation about it. The Tower card is like, all right, we're done with this. Aries, what are you gonna do? Like, time's up, you know. The present energy has to do with the Eight of Swords here. Now it is clarified by the Three of Wands as well as the Sun card in reverse, both in reverse. Aries, Spirit is basically like, all right, this is you sitting here, and it's an emphasis that if something isn't moving forward right now, to the, like, in the present moment, it is more of an emphasis is it's because you are allowing this. Okay, the Sun card in reverse is, yes, you could be living your best life. The only thing you have to do to get there is to be clear on what it is that you want, what would make you happy, you know, instead of just waiting for it to happen or contemplate. Like, this is you waiting for it to happen. Why? When you can just be like, and do, like, you know, it's not that instantaneous for everybody, but you are having to do something, you know, something different than just sitting here waiting for somebody to tell you what you want. That's basically what that is. Aries, you have to say, at least portray what it is that you want, okay? And once you do that, at the end of the day, you have the Magician card here, clarified by the Five of Cups, as well as the Emperor card, okay? So with the Five of Cups here, in this regard, it's like the loss that this card usually represents. It is you leaving behind what does not serve you. You abandoning this version of yourself that just is waiting, that feels sorry for themselves, that doesn't want to take accountability, or doesn't want to initiate their greatness, you know. You are thanking that version of yourself. You are acknowledging that version of yourself and being like, you know what, this is what I'm going to do moving forward. You know, this is what I learned from these two cups that are still available, and I'm going to go ahead and be the emperor that I was born to be. Aries, this is you taking the reins of your life, handling your business. I love this for you. This is you deciding that, or you acknowledging that you were born with authority, and you deciding to put that crown on, take your scepter and sit on the throne of your life, okay? Your advice here has to do with the Star in reverse. It is clarified by the Nine of Swords as well as the Two of Cups in reverse, okay? So this is what you're needing to distance yourself from, the disbelief that anything or your dreams specifically are available to you. Distance yourself. Two of Cups, divorce that. Divorce the anxiety that comes from that. You divorce sitting in that and letting that permeate your energy, and letting, you know, that be the only message that gets to the universe. It's time to fill out that paperwork, pay that bill, whatever, you know, whatever fees come with it, divorce. Like, it's okay. Let that go and leave it behind. All right, Aries, it's your time to shine. Let yourself shine. All right. So with that said, Aries, I hope that got through to some of you. Like, I know we all need to hear it sometimes. We're definitely going to dive into the money oracle for you to see what affirmation or pattern or money gem comes out for you. So for you, Aries, for the week of the 14th to the 20th. What is for my Aries? What is the message in money? The Oracle Whisper for Aries, please. All right, so you have here a money gem. I love money gems. Whether you receive money with a frown or a smile doesn't change the value of it. However, the energy you hold during the time you spend with money can determine what it can do for you. The energy behind any and everything is the basis of what you attract, Aries. Keep that in mind, okay? That is a life gem, okay? On the bottom of the deck, you have another money gem, more subconscious energy. Remember, all transactions are investments of your energy. Ensure you are investing in things that raise your personal vibration and the vibration of those around you, okay? This is all an investment in you. What is going to put you at that top tier energy? What is going to emphasize or heighten that storm, powerful energy that you have, all right? Let's tap into the money Oracle Whisper. I mean, not the money, the love Oracle Whisper for you, Aries, seeing what comes up for you. For my Aries in love, what is the most important message they need to hear in regard to love for the 14th of August to the 20th of August, 2025? All right, so you have Aries, soul tribe, strength. Finding your soul tribe is a blessing that reaps many benefits. You are being asked to reach out and explore to find your soul connections. They will feel familiar, safe, and trusted when you meet them. Send out your intention to connect with your own soul tribe and see who comes your way. All right, this is, you know, trusting and being able to put yourself, or the universe guiding you to be in places that you normally wouldn't be for auspicious outcomes, okay? Love it for you. And on a subconscious level, it's things coming full circle. You having a better understanding of how, you know, the universe works in your favor, basically, okay? So full circle completion. You have chosen to learn from your mistakes and move forward, closing out the cycle. Every layer of yourself you acknowledge is a layer that served its purpose. You are now feeling your power by seeing your inner strength and determination pay off. Be proud of this moment and let it carry you forward, okay? That when you accomplish things, how you feel, when you understand things, that feeling, have it have it last as long as possible. Hold it as long as possible. When you're feeling light, that is when you're the most magnetic. That's when you're in the most flow. Okay, the underlying energy of everything is love. So if you can just be in that state for the longest period of time, that's the most auspicious, that's the most beneficial for you, okay? Last but not least, Aries, let's pull some shadow work that could be beneficial for you during the week of the 14th of August to the 20th of August, 2025. Coming up for my Aries, please. We have greed. You are too attached to things in an excessive way. Nothing good comes out of it, okay? Make sure that you're not overly attached to things or the outcome. It is the journey, is the process of elevating your frequency that is the most important. Things are null and void. They can be obtained, they can be thrown away. They're just things, okay? It's about you. You are the most precious energy, okay? At the end of the day, your subconscious energy is defensiveness. Hear other people's perspectives and feelings. Shift your focus to them. It's not always about you. That's funny. Contrasting low-key what I said. But in this situation, no, it's not. It is always about you in a way that everything that happens in your experience is a reflection. But it's defensiveness. Like if you're trying to defend yourself, then it's like, all right, were you listening? Did you get how it reflected you? You don't have to be up in arms. You know, that is masculine energy. It is not receiving. It is not listening to really listen, to get on that deep level, you know? So Aries, use your power, okay? I hope you got a lot out of this week's reading. Definitely thank you all for being here. I cherish you guys. You don't even know how much. So have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week. Alrighty? Toodles.